Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Friday, April 22nd. Ian Cameron, Skee Profit, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham, ready to break it down on a Friday. 3 more NBA playoff games tonight. We're feeling good because it's a Friday. It's the weekend about here. We're feeling good for another reason. Last night was really good. You know, it was collectively a great night for the show, for everyone on it, with their plays, with their picks. Skee wasn't with us yesterday, but I know he had a great Thursday as well, mostly because of the Grizz. What an incredible comeback that was. Down 20 at one point. It's funny, they came back down 20 in the first half and cut it to single digits at halftime. And then I see Minnesota with this third quarter. They get it back. I said, you motherfuckers, Memphis. You got back in the game, and this is how you come out in the second half. And they get right behind again. And I thought they were done at that point. And sure enough, the Avalanche that is, 39-12, something like that in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable by Memphis. They just came all the way back. And Minnesota, Charles Barkley, you should have listened to him last night. He is ripping the hell out of Minnesota. Dumb basketball, dumb players, dumb coaches, dumber than rocks, he's calling them last night. Kind of true. You know, they do play pretty immature basketball. You know, turnovers, a lot of issues. How do you not call a timeout on a 21-0 run, Memphis? The guy doesn't call a timeout. So not a good night for Chris Finch here in his first go-around in the playoffs for Minnesota. But unbelievable comeback by Memphis. They showed you how tough they are. They just grind. That's why it's Grind City. And they did that last night to come back and beat Minnesota. Dallas shows how gutless, how spineless, and how soft the Utah Jazz remain as they go into Utah and basically lead the game start to finish, pretty much. I mean, Utah just not even – did they have the lead in the game at any point last night? I don't think they did. And I said this on Twitter. Utah is a team that is fractured. They don't like each other. I don't know if they like Quinn Snyder anymore. You can tell there's problems inside internally with Utah. They are anything but a team that is united, playing together, playing as one. And then you see the Dallas Mavericks last night. 7 Mavericks in double figures. 31 for Brunson, 20 for Dinwiddie, 17 for Kleba, 15 for Davis Bertans. Where did that come from that guy? 14 for Dorian Finney-Smith, 12 for Reggie Bullock and Josh Green. That's team basketball right there. That's winning basketball. That's stepping up without Luka Doncic. Well done by Dallas. And, of course, Golden State. They're just better than Denver. Proved it again last night. Denver fought hard, fought the good fight, almost right in the game all the way, but Golden State makes the big plays down the stretch. I was celebrating the defense being played by Draymond Green. Sure enough, he gets the big steal, the big pickpocket theft of Nikola Jokic down the stretch to put that game away. And now Golden State, a stranglehold over Denver. So good night all around here on the show for sure. We don't normally recap yesterday, but it was so good I had to. Skee, what do you last night? Obviously, good night for everybody. Good night for you. What did you think?
No, I'm just happy to cash some tickets, man. Had a good day, 5-2. You covered it all. I saw what you saw.
There you go. And Dutch, you want to rip someone? Go ahead.
Oh man,
that's what I just
real
did.
Quick, salute to the ladies just and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Be sure to hit that motherfucking like button, like I'm hitting this plane of super soap, and get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of this one. I can't lie to you. Big shout out to Kenny Rogers. I see you, my dude. Lit motherfucking picks in the house. Moses, I see you, my guy. G Martinez. Everybody in the chat, do me a big motherfucking favor and retweet the video. Let's get them all up in here. What were we talking about last night? Man, last night was a beautiful motherfucking thing. Yeah, man. Hey, Jalen Brunson's a fucking dog, man. Hey, I love that kid, man. I love that kid. Hey, fuck you. Luka the Don and Jalen Brunson. Hey, man. Fuck what Ski's talking, man. You know I came around that bitch after game 2, okay? I had to eat my words, and I'm a man. I stand right up and say it. I backed the wrong team game 2. I got smacked and took it on the motherfucking chin, and I realized, hey, Utah ain't it, and they ain't got nothing for Jalen. You know, and shout out to motherfucking Kleber, too, coming back and giving him 17, going 4 for 5 from three-point line, doing this motherfucking thing. So, yeah, I was a big fan of last night. The Warriors fucked around a little bit, but came around. And, you know what I'm saying, we hit the 2 unit. And I got on what else I do? Yeah, I was fucking around on the Cabbie show, and we locked in on the Grizzlies plus 105 on that second comeback. So, you know, hit a little live bet, too. But, yeah, man, yesterday was a beautiful thing. Ready to take it into the day. We got 3 games. I'm ready to eat. Believe it.
No doubt. And wham, good stuff last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, beautiful thing, man. We'll just say that somebody's sending edible arrangements like we were saying yesterday. They sending them to Bronson. them boys going to send that to Pool. They're supplying the fruits there. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. On to the day, get to this money, man. You
Yeah,
already
great
know.
call on the money line though, Wham Bam. Hit him right over the
Oh yeah,
motherfucking head with
bro.
that one,
Come on
homie.
now.
Good
Come on.
shit.
And then we're gonna do it right again because the same trend tends to back against Utah, bro. After a loss, they just don't cover. So mentally fold him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wham. We got to adjust your mic there. It's on the computer mic, the old radio AM radio mic that he's got going. So yeah, he just has to hit a button and it'll be better. There you go. A big show pointing at him.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll get Wham's mic going. All right. In the meantime, there you go. Have you got it, Wham?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
That's it. That is a beautiful sound. There we go. That's the sound we're looking for. All right. Hopefully the sound of us making some money tonight. Once again, that would be great. Let's start with Miami, Atlanta, game 3 with these two teams, Heat, Hawks. Heat, 1.5 point road favorites, 222 the total in this game. I'm going to try to do with this game like what I did with Minnesota, Memphis last night, where I'm going to take Atlanta early, first quarter, first half. I'm going to take Miami to win the game, though. I think I'm buying into that happening because I expect Atlanta to be good early. It's 2-0. They're at the house. They're going to be coming out of the gate strong. They do play better at home. I think it is very good look to me to look at the Hawks first quarter, especially, and first half. But I don't know if I trust this group for 48 minutes to win because I think they've got matchup issues with Miami. We talk about how their perimeter defense is elite. That matches up well with Atlanta in this game. We talk about how this series, in terms of the front court, the Heat have had, the Hawks rather, have had their issues without Clint Capella. He ain't coming back tonight. It looks like he's supposed to be reevaluated today, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I think that we see him on the court, which means you've got definitely matchup problems here when you're trying to deal with Bam, who is questionable, I should point out tonight for the Heat in this game. Bruised left quad from game 2. He played through it, though. We'll see if he's in tonight. Tucker as well, questionable. So that is the one thing that's a little bit troubling for Miami. But I think they could still power through and maybe win this game without those two. But I think both of them, there's still a chance they both play. I do like Atlanta early, though. I mean, it makes sense. You know, Miami's got the 2-zip lead. We saw this even with Toronto, even when they didn't win game 3, that early in the game, they were dialed in and they got that big lead on the Sixers first quarter and first half. I think Atlanta can do the same, but also kind of like Memphis, Minnesota last night and Philly, Toronto the night before, the better team just chips away, keeps on battling. And that's what Miami will do. Miami won't go away, even if they fall behind early. Veteran team, Lowry, Butler, and company. And I think they could get back in the game. And then who do you trust in a close game? I'll trust Miami 9 times out of 10. So if they can get this game to be tight in the last 2 minutes or so, I trust them. So I'm going to try to go for a 3-0 here with Atlanta first quarter. That you can find right now at minus. I'm going to go money line on that, minus 135. First half as well, same thing, money line instead of the spread, minus 135. And also going to look toward Miami full game. Although I'm going to go money line with that instead of the +2. I'm not going to bother with the +2, +1.5. I'll take Miami on the full game, +105 money line here in game 3. So there you go. See if we can at least go 2-1, if not 3-0 with those. I like breaking it up that way in this game. Skee, what do you think here, game 3 at Miami, Atlanta?
I thought I saw the dono train coming. I might have.
Go dono. Who had the dono? Oh, know something.
Know
3:30.
something.
Appreciate it.
No
Yes,
Shout out
something.
to Ben Simmons. Yeah, man. Let's see 1 3-pointer. Nah, that motherfucker don't need to shoot no threes, bro. Attack.
Bet the under.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see one either. But for this game, it was one comment that went on there. I think it was by Coin. He said something like Hawks a different team second half of the season, and I completely agree with that. They said they were disinterested, to start the year, but they just want to be in the playoffs. That's what Trae Young said. And down the stretch, they've only lost 3 home games since January 16th. They got 20 wins, 3 losses. To start this series, I feel like they were like tired. They just played a couple real intense games. They were shorthanded without Capella, etc. Like I feel like they were just tired and not in a good spot. Now getting a couple days rest, going back to the house where they've been playing well in front of their fans for 2022. I like them back against the wall. Home team's down 0-2. they cover 75% of the time since 2015 in the first half. So I like the Hawks early first half. I like them often full game, and I also like the over. I just think I heard Nick McMillan say it a couple times last playoffs, but he says when the Hawks play fast, they play better, and you want to play that way against the Miami Heat defense, so you don't got to play against that half court set. So I think Hawks try to they get more defensive stops, they get out in transition, they push the pace, and it goes up and over as well. So over 221, Hawks first half, Hawks full game, and lastly, I just think they were turning the ball over too much the last two games, and that's not like them. They're number one in turnover rate, like only 12%. So I think they get back to taking care of the ball. I think they get a more friendly whistle at the house, and they take care of business. Oh, Babano frozen, huh?
I think so.
Again, shout out to our guy Kenny, man. Kenny Rogers with the $5 donation.
He like the trains. I like trains.
That motherfucker.
We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, much love though, much love, man. Hey, get us back on the three, bro. Come on, show. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna go with this though. I'm opposite here, obviously, of Skee, man. I think, oh, fuck me, man. I think you could only look, I just dropped my shit. You could only look Miami here if you're going to bet this game. But I haven't placed a bet yet because I want to see, Babano touched on a little bit, who's going to be in the lineup. There are players questionable on the Miami side. But Skee said they turned the ball over too much. Yeah, they had 37 motherfucking times in 2 games, bro. And your man, Trey, little Trey, Ice Trey, yeah, 16 motherfucking turnovers in 2 games. Motherfucker turned it over double digits 10 times last game. That's that team defense I've been telling you about. And I started thinking about it. You'd be screaming that Trey Wade shit, and I'm like, where the fuck have I heard that from? Oh, those motherfuckers that are locked up. Yeah, Trey will be locked the fuck up too, bro. So you keep screaming Trey Wade, and you'll see it clamps if you know what the fuck I'm talking. Yeah, hey, but really though, I was like, where the fuck have I heard that from? But yeah, there you go, bro. Bam's has been a big thing. He hasn't done shit in this series, bro. 7.5 points per game. If he's gonna be out there, I mean, he got to play, man. He should, without no Capella, he should be dominating. I like what I've seen from Gabe Vincent though as well, man. He's playing good minutes, averaging 9 points, 5 assists in the series, right under 10 points a game. Duncan Robinson gave you 27 in game 1, gave you 0 in game 2. What are you going to get from him? They're just so deep, though, bro. They still got Strus. They got shooters all over the fucking place. Heroes only hasn't really gave you much. He's averaging 10.5 points in the first 2 games. Still hasn't had a game yet. But also, Kyle Lowry had a horrible game, too. He really did. He had 9 points, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. If you just watch him, he was giving the fucking ball away. Just made bad decisions. Didn't have a good game at all in game 2. Look for him to bounce back. But, bro, like I said, man, they have too many motherfuckers to throw at Trae Young. They got Caleb Martin when shit really gets dirty. I mean, Jimmy buckets if they have to do it, but hey, he might just save his ass for offense because he's gonna drop. I mean, hey, if you're gonna drop 40, just don't put him on Trae. Save his energy for the offense. But man, they're too much, bro. 37 turnovers in 2 games. They only got 37 motherfucking assists, bro. They're 1-5 ATS last 5 versus these guys. I do see Ixnizzle in the chat stating that, if you could get Miami live down, that could be I think that might be the best play here. It kind of touches on what Bono said. He likes Atlanta early. I'm not going to get cute. I'm going to wait to see who's fucking on, who's suiting up for Miami. And as long as the horses are out there, I'll be on Miami, man. Minus 120 to me looks like a beautiful fucking thing. Full game. I'm not going to fuck around too much. Miami is 4-0 ATS last 4 on the road versus a home team that's 60% or more. 6-0 ATS last 6. Versus a winning team, and 8-1 overall against a number last 9. So Miami's the trend. Miami's passed the eye test. Miami's the better fucking team and the better coach team. But you do got a team in Atlanta that's do or die. I will say that. So if they're going to win a game, this will be it. I just don't really see it happening, man.
All right, like in Miami, riding, feeling the heat. Dutch here. Wham, what do you like?
Yeah, for me, I'm riding with my boy Skee on this one, man. I think that the Hawks are due to show up a little bit more at the house. We know how type of team they are. Different. They're totally different, actually, at the home. And, the numbers pretty back it up there. Now, as of late, their last 3 games has been on the road, and they have been turning over the ball. So that thing getting fixed is going to make a big difference. I mean, in the last game, they were really in the game. Majority of the game, all the way until the end of the game, where Jimmy Butler got a few favorable calls. You know what I'm saying? He was showing out. He was hitting threes and shit. Normally, uncharacteristic shit like that you was expecting for Jimmy Butler. So I think that, some things come down to earth. I know as far as Tyler Hero, maybe he plays a little bit better than what he did last game. But I still believe that, it's not as much that you're going to need to get over the hump. You're not expecting Jimmy Butler to go 45 points again, are you? Because, that's pretty much what they needed to do for them to pull out that game last game. I think that Trae Young plays a little bit better and continues to, get that assist a little bit higher than what we're accustomed to, in the 10, 12 range. So I think he plays a little bit better. The assist turnover ratio is better at the house, like my guy said. Skee said, so I'm right here. I'm riding with the Hawks here. I think the Hawks are live money line dog right now, bro.
Hey, they
I
haven't
will
shot.
say though. Go ahead, Ski. Go ahead, bro.
They haven't shot
The Hoodie
better
Boys.
than they haven't shot better than 30% from three this entire series. They're gonna light it up tonight. Watch.
Yeah, okay, and I can see that because this is the one game that they probably
And listen,
back to all the
they
ditch
scored
got
21 points off of
Gallinari
turnovers last
murdered.
game too, bro. 21 points off turnovers last game. You take that away, that's a lot of points, bro.
But what's changing for Miami though? They still gonna play that bulldog defense. I'm telling you though. But I will say they didn't need Jimmy Butler 45 to win the game. They needed Jimmy Butler 45 to cover the 7, bro. And that's what they did. But yeah, I feel you though. I feel what you're talking about. And we don't need Jimmy to get 45. Give us 25 and hit the boards. Attack, hit them free throws, and the rest. They got enough talent. They're deep enough. And Bam shows up. Oh, I think Miami handles business. But like I said, I agree with you though. Atlanta's definitely live at the house.
Yep. Yeah, I like the over too. The over's the over just barely, I think, cashed in game 2, and I think at home you think Atlanta can shoot at least a little bit better and push the pace maybe a little bit more, which they're talking about. So the over definitely I think could be something to consider here as well, as Skee mentioned, liking that in this game tonight. All right, next game is Milwaukee and Chicago. Man, if you listen to the narrative, the Bucks are in trouble. The Bucks are in trouble. Hold on, it's 1-1. I mean, and Middleton being out is significant now. That's a big loss. But for this series, I don't think the Bucks can't win this series now, and I'm putting that to the test tonight. Milwaukee 2.5-point road favorites, 222.5 the total. Yeah, I like the Deer here, minus 145. This is the spot I like to trust a veteran team, an experienced team, a championship team, in my opinion. First game without Middleton tonight, obviously. He got injured last game. This will be the first full game without him. I trust them to play well tonight. I do. And I think for the Chicago Bulls, look, good win in game 2. Terrific performance. Obviously took advantage of Portis leaving the game with the eye injury. Took advantage of Middleton getting knocked out of that game. But let's also keep in mind, 114-110, 41 points from DeMar DeRozan. It was an outstanding performance. It was literally him willing the team to victory. He had 17 more points than the next closest scorer on the Bulls, Vucevic with 24, and then Levine with 20 after that. You got to think there's a little bit keying in on him tonight more after that 41-point effort. He is that good. He could still, shoot lights out and have a big night. But, I think it's going to be a lot tougher here. The Bucks, in terms of playoff games, as a favorite, they've been good long-term in terms of playoff ATS numbers off a loss. They've been pretty good. 5-2 ATS, their last 7 off a straight-up loss in the postseason. The Milwaukee Bucks. So I think there's a lot of things that point to them situationally. They are capable of winning on the road. There's no question. So I like Milwaukee money line here. I like the over as well. It was a frustrating beat for me with the best bet with the over 225 the other night in game number 2. But it was looking like it was going to get, especially early, things kind of, Milwaukee got completely thrown out of their rhythm and chemistry. I mean, you're missing 2 key cogs there. Portis and Middleton all of a sudden are out midway through the game, and it really kind of messed and screwed with their rhythm a little bit. I think it gets back to a little bit more of a flowing offensive night for the Bucks here in this game. Meanwhile, on the flip side, you look at the Chicago Bulls from a total standpoint. They have definitely been a team that on their home floor, they've trended over the total very strongly. 25-16 is the record over the total in home games this year for the Chicago Bulls entering this game. And now we're seeing what is our lowest total of the series, 222.5. Remember, game 1 was 229.5. Game 2 was 225. You're now seeing 222.5. I think this could be finally the night where we see this game find an over in this series with the total. So Bucks and over for me. Dutch, we'll start with you here. Milwaukee, Chicago.
Yeah, big shout out to our guy Preston. I see you, my dude. Rants, excuse me, Coin, Brandon. I see everybody. I need money. Yeah, man. Yeah, the boy. I think the other way here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I seen here is I complete opposite. I just think I don't know. I ain't like what I see from Milwaukee. I kind of see this as a Milwaukee Utah. I'm not gonna call Milwaukee Utah, but I mean Middleton's a big piece they're missing. I'm not, that's a big piece. I think they need that. And these guys have played a lot against each other in this year. I just think that the Bulls have found confidence against Milwaukee, and I think they're going to take advantage of Milwaukee being without pretty much their second best player. I would say third best player, but the most usage player. He's a high usage, very high usage player for these boys. But I obviously am a Drew guy. But Drew hasn't been. I expect Drew to play better. But Giannis, man, fuck, 30, 33, 18, 9, 11 to 12, from the field. 11 to 20 from the field. Didn't miss 12 free throws. He's missed 12, he's missed 12 free throws combined in 2 games. He had 7, last 7 missed in game 2. So he's kind of like getting back to the realm of, do you really want him at the free throw line? But I just think, man, I think the Bulls have confidence. They're going to find a way to get it done at the house. I took them at +3. I do like the money line. I think they win this game, but I do think it could be, it's going to be ugly. +3 to me is a lot of points in this game. I'll just say that, in my opinion. So I'll take that. But if you want money line the bitch, I'm not mad at that, man. The Bulls probably find a way to win this game. They found a way to win in Milwaukee, being out rebounded by 6. I think they could work off of that at home, get a little bit more bench production as well. 23 turnovers combined in the 2 games, so that's pretty good basketball there from the Bulls in Milwaukee. Compared to the Bucks, who turned the ball over 36 fucking times in 2 games. And now you're losing Middleton, who's a guy, if you watch the Bucks, brings the ball up an awful lot, has the ball in his hand an awful fucking lot. So I don't see how that really improves, to be honest with you. If Giannis has the ball in his hand more, he'll attack and score, but he turns the ball over an awful fucking lot too, as well. Now the Bulls only had 10 fucking bench points in Milwaukee, and still find a way once again to win the game. That has to improve at home. They're going to get better. Kobe White, Green. These cats got to get better production. Maybe get, God forbid we see a sighting of Tristan Thompson. They just have to get a little bit more for the bench and the road team. And at home you do see the bench play better. So I expect more than 10 points from the bench. Kobe White, one of these guys, to at least go in double digits, have a good game. And the Bulls been attacking in the free throw line. Like I touched on it with Giannis. You'll see this game is going to be a close, grind out game, in my opinion. There could be a lot of points. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this could come down to free throws, and the Bulls are 31 of 34 from the free throw line in this series compared to the Bucks 35 of fucking 54. So you foul them, you get them to the line. They're not making free throws. I think you have to take the value here with the home dog, with the Bulls. I think they're playing better basketball. And like I mentioned, they've been bullied by these motherfuckers, right? 16-2, I believe, the last 18. So they're going to take advantage, I believe, of having them at home and having them maybe the Bucks being down a little bit. Give me Chicago +3.
All right, there we go. Opposite sides here, Dutch and I, with Milwaukee and Chicago. Dutch like in Chicago here. I don't argue with that. I mean, Kobe White, you'd think shoots better at the United Center as opposed to on the road. Some of the role players, yes. But I wouldn't hold your breath on Tristan Thompson, though. That's for sure. And even you're not all that optimistic.
I had somebody else on the third, but I'm loaded right now. I couldn't think of my third guy. There's someone. Oh, Desamnu, the cat from Illinois. Only motherfucker popped in my head was Tristan Thompson. But yeah, the rookie from Illinois. He started a lot of games.
Ayo Dosunmu, yeah.
Give him some minutes, man. Javonte Green, Kobe White. One of them 3 guards got to play. I would put my money on Kobe White.
Yep. I'm tired of using technology. There you go. Ayo Dosunmu for the Bulls. We'll see if he has a good effort here tonight on home court. All right, Wham, what do you think, Bucks Bulls?
Yeah, man. Chris Middleton out for 2 weeks. That sucks, bro.
Yep.
Bulls actually playing, against good teams now, or is the Bucks just a bad team? You know what I'm saying? What we expecting here. But honestly, DeRozan said he wasn't going to shoot that bad. Came out, dropped 41 points. Got to give him credit. Got to give Alex Caruso credit as well. Had 10 assists in the game. His assist total is at 4.5 plus money. I don't know, bro. If you get in Io, like you did mention, then that takes away a lot from him. So I don't know what type of game plan they're going to have for this game. But I expect the Bucks to come out here and steamroll them, whoop their ass in this game. You got Giannis talking about coach talking about we just need to have fun out there. Bro, you taking this shit serious or not, bro? Like, what's going on here? I think he may be out there just, target practicing these people or something. Because you look in the last game now, I rewatched it. It's obvious Chris Middleton was hurt, from the beginning of the game. He allowed a lot of the times that start off that run. I believe it was 10-0 run to start the first quarter. It was a lot of his defensive problems on the other side. So you could obviously tell that he was hurt. So maybe, him being out the lineup was going to help them play a little bit better together, have guys that's out there actually could play, that's healthy. I think Pat Connaughton goes over his 3-point prop, but I don't see it nowhere to be found. I think Wesley Matthews is probably going to be something I'm looking at, but I'm first half full game the Bucks. I'm going to stay away from the first quarter just because I think the home crowd may get it involved. They haven't had a playoff game in a while out there, so maybe it'll be a little bit on the home side of the first quarter. But I think the second quarter, the Bucks come out and cover the -1. So I'm on -1, -2 for the Bucks here.
All right, Skee, how about you? Milwaukee, Chicago, game 3.
There we go. I don't really like this game, man. Y'all talk a lot. Y'all like this game a lot more than me. I don't trust Chicago. They're gonna have to show me again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like the Bucks kind of sleepwalking, I guess, if you got to say. But they're still capable of winning. I still think they're the better team, even without Chris Middleton. So I'm gonna ride with the Bucks. Usually, when it's tied 1-1, I'm gonna go with who I think is the better team, and that's the Bucks for me.
All right, liking the lean in the Bucks at least.
Also, Ian, I forgot to mention what my guy said about Drew. When Chris is not in the lineup, last 5 games he's averaging 27.6 points. So maybe you look at Drew Holiday today. You know what I mean?
All right. I talked about one situation I like with Milwaukee, the team rising up in the first game without a key player. Wash, rinse, repeat with this next game, the third and final game tonight, Phoenix, New Orleans. We've got Phoenix 2.5-point road favorites, 216 the total. Obviously, Devin Booker's absence, it goes without saying, is disappointing. It's going to be felt by the Phoenix Suns. Will it cost them this series if he doesn't come back at any point? I'm not so sure about that. I think they can still beat New Orleans. It's going to be, down the road. If this injury of Booker's lingers into the second round and beyond, that's where you get more concerned if you're Phoenix. But tonight, I like the Suns in this spot. They're basically near pick'em, and it's actually gone up 2 to 2.5 from where it opened. The money line is still a nice solid 135 -140 price on the money line. I like the Suns here. I trust Phoenix off a loss. I trust Phoenix in the first game in Devin Booker's absence. It's not like this team hasn't played without Devin Booker before. He's missed a handful of games this year for the Phoenix Suns. It's not like they don't have the quality depth and the deep roster to withstand, at least for one game, the loss of Devin Booker. And I think you see that from the Phoenix Suns tonight. This is where you find out why they're still one of the best teams in the NBA, all things considered, and were, probably the favorite to win the West, be in the finals, win it all before the playoffs. You're going to see everybody step up to me. There's more than enough reasons to like them. Chris Paul is going to probably do a little bit more, probably shoot the ball a little bit more. We know he likes to facilitate to his teammates, but obviously without Booker, you lose the offense, you lose the shooting ability that he provides. So I think there's going to be more. This is a Chris Paul over points game for me for sure, because I think he's going to be more of a volume shooter, take more of that offensive burden on his shoulders. I think you get Cameron Johnson, who's going to actually be in the backcourt role, the shooting guard spot right alongside CP3 tonight for the Phoenix Suns. I think he's a prop person to look at as well. Cameron Johnson. It's been, a series where the first 2 games he had 13 points and 11 points, but I think you're going to see him maybe look to be a more assertive player offensively tonight as well. Bridges, Crowder, Ayton. Don't forget about, of course, who else the Suns can pull from the bench to be able to step up and give them points. Like even JaVale McGee last game got 10 points for them. Cameron Payne as well. Landry Shamet. Don't forget guys like that that are more than capable of contributing as well. Look, New Orleans is really good, but New Orleans still is a team that they rely so heavily on the big 2 for them, Ingram and McCollum. And it goes without saying how good they have both been. In the play-in round, they were good. In the first two games, especially game 2, which they won, they were very good. It was 37 points for Brandon Ingram, 23 for CJ McCollum. But definitely, I think in this game, you see good adjustments from Monty, who is a coach we like in this kind of situation, to be ready with a better game plan this time around. They'll be ready. They've played without Booker before. They've devised game plans. They've won a lot of games. They've covered a lot of point spreads as well this year. It should be pointed out, without Devin Booker as well. I think this is a good Phoenix spot. Everybody rallies up, pulls the bootstraps up, and gets it done after a disheartening night the other night. Losing Booker, losing the game. I think you see the right response tonight from the Phoenix Suns. I like them minus 140 here tonight. Dutch, let's start with you here. Game 3, Suns, Pelicanos.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Mark Nick. I see you, my dude. Maurice Walker, Lingo Wick. Yeah, man. I think this game, Pelicanos, man. This game's tough for me. It's an exotic backwood. I got a little bit for y'all though. It's I want to bet the Pelicanos, but I'm not going to. I'll just be real with you. Everyone on this panel, I know the two hoodie boys. Obviously, I'll let you break that down. But yeah, I don't know. I was on the Suns. I was on the Suns last night. We talked about it, I think, even with Daryl on the show off camera. But yeah, I started looking into it a little more. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I just like, man, the Pelicanos plus 30 in the 2 games off the boards. We talked about that. They're just bigger. They're outworking them on the rebounding. Both games double digits. They've out rebounded them by plus 23 in offensive rebounding. The Suns did obviously help that out in game 2. But they had 32 assists, the Pelicans, 12 more than they did in game 1. Moving the ball, confident in Phoenix. I think it only, can improve at home with the home crowd. The bench, you get more from the bench. We talked about Larry Nance playing big minutes, big at Bowles, averaging 19 rebounds a game in these 2 series. He had a good game in game 2 after getting 25 in game 1. BI to me, without Booker on the court, is the best player on the court. 37, 11, and 9, 13 and 21. I mean, man, he's been doing work too. He's been playing nice with CJ. So I don't know, man. I'm not gonna bet the Pelicanos. But the Suns, man, 0-4 ATS last 4 is a road favorite, 3-6 overall against the number last 9. And you look the other way, man. Pelicanos 8-4 last 12, straight up 9-4 against the number last 13. It's hard for me to bet against the Pelicanos here in this situation, but I could understand Phoenix here. They're deep, they're well coached. But remember, Willie Green knows his boys probably better than anybody. So this could be a series, man. Book's a big fucking piece. But look, I said that about Luka, and look what the Mavericks did. So so let me sit back and watch it. Good luck to everybody on the motherfucking Suns, because I know a lot of smart guys are on the Suns tonight. So I'll root for that. But I think it'll be a good game, man.
Yeah. I'm with you on the fact it's a big loss. There's no question. But this is a loss I think they can get past the Pelicans with. This is a loss that obviously, if the second round and the conference finals, if this situation exacerbates into a longer term injury for him, that's when you start to get concerned. Like, are you going to be able to beat a Golden State without Booker, with the way they're rolling along right now, and without him? That's stuff you worry about down the road. You might even get him back before.
They could lose this game and still win the series, but I
that
hear
too.
What you're saying.
Yeah, they could absolutely. I think they get past the Pelicans with or without him. It's after that where I think you get more concerned if this injury lingers for him. Wham. What do you think here, Phoenix, New Orleans?
Okay, so a few things that stand out to me that this fucking last game, I'm not about to judge or grade the damn Pelicans off of. First thing, they had 28 points off of turnovers, bro. They're not getting that tonight. This type of team, high quality team that we all put at one at least the top 3 teams in the league, they're not going to make those same mistakes, I believe. Secondly, these guys are not about to shoot 56% from 3, bro. They shot 56% from 3 the last game for the Pelicans, bro. I love the Pelicanos just as much as everybody else, man. I love the story of Trey Murphy. He's hitting big cut shots for them. But it's only I'm not trying to point him out, but I'm just saying that particularly, like, those things are not going to be able to get duplicated in this type of environment, bro. Like, especially against a veteran team that's going to have a guy that knows that he has to produce on both sides as far as Chris Paul on this game. So I expect Chris Paul to have a good game today. And I think you're right on the money there, but Ben, I think Cam Johnson just got to be the guy that you circle here, because he's going to be a streaky guy first off. Along with what he had, what you have around you, probably is the best clutch guy I would trust. Besides, Mikal Bridges has shown it as well, but I think as far as volume, we've seen it with Cam Johnson more. So I would go that direction. But as far as the game, man, I'm on the -1.5. I endorse all the way to 2.5, 3. Bro, I think the Suns win and cover today. So I like CP3 and them boys to figure it out. Ain't no Scott Foster on the floor no more. So you know what I'm saying? We passed that. We passed that.
That's ridiculous, by the way. That's insane.
Crazy.
But you got to think there's something to it. Like he's got a grudge, or he's being told, "Hey, let's screw over Chris Paul." I don't know what it is, but 0-14 with one referee for a particular player, and that player's 0-14 in games refereed by Scott Foster. Like there's got to be something to that. That's not coincidental, in my opinion. There's got to be something. Paul has sounded off about Foster multiple times, rightfully so. I mean, and that's the way it is. Foster's got his favorites. Foster's got his way of going about it. He's always going to seem to slant his calls to one side or the other, and it is what it is. And we've known that for years with him. What do you think here, Skee? Big game 3 here, Phoenix, New Orleans.
Yeah, I think Phoenix is a lot better defensively than what they've shown in that last game. And it's not like Devin Booker is going to be a big part of that defense. You know what I'm saying? So they can go in there and really clamp up. And I think that's going to be, the focus for tonight. Because like Wham said, they let them get whatever they want. They shot 57% or 56% from 3. All they was doing was, outlet off of every single miss in transition, throwing it to Jackson Hayes, easy basket after easy basket. I don't see that happening again in this matchup. I know the Suns are hungry. They made all the way to the finals and lost last year. They want to get back over there. They know how hard it is. They know how important it is when it's 1-1. So they're going to come to play in this game. They're going to clamp up, and they're going to win by margin.
Skee liking Phoenix to win and win possibly by margin here tonight against New Orleans. Right, correctable mistakes. Turnovers, you can clean those up if you're Phoenix. Don't give them don't fuel the fast break. Don't fuel the transition game for the Pelicans. And you're going to give yourself a better chance tonight. And you're right, the points off turnovers, that jumps right off the page at you when you look at the stats for game 2. A big reason why the Pelicans were able to win that game is what they were able to do in the transition game off those turnovers from the Phoenix Suns. Great stuff. Great Friday show, Dutch, Wham, and Skee. Another week in the books, but don't forget, we're with you now 7 days a week, Saturday, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. What's good is the first game tomorrow is not till 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. So we'll be able to talk all the games tomorrow, get them all in before the tip-off of the first game tomorrow, which is Philadelphia, Toronto. And then we're going to have Dallas, Utah, Boston, Brooklyn, Memphis, Minnesota, all taking place tomorrow. So join us on Saturday. We'll tee up all 4 games at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on the Saturday edition of the NBA Pub Up. Best Bets, Dutch's Freshest Look coming up. And hit the like button. Make sure you do that. 298 viewers. Hit that like button. Make sure you do it. We appreciate it. All right, Best Bets, Freshest Look from Dutch coming up. Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke. Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code PubSports. MyBookie.ag, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs in a couple weeks. We've got MLB, we've got UFC, USFL, and more. Sign up for an account. Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. All right, Best Bets, Dutch's Freshest Look. Man, we got a hard act to follow up after last night, which was good for the entire crew last night on the show. But we'll damn sure give it a try to keep the winning feelings and the winning vibes going. Let's start with Skee today. Best bet, Skee. What do you like?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with my boy. Where there's trade, there's a way, dog. They only lost 3 home games since January 16th. They're getting the job done tonight. Hawks, money line.
There you go, Atlanta. And that's not Atlanta early. That's Atlanta to win the game, make this at least for one night. There it is.
I like that.
All right. Atlanta Hawks to get it done. Money line plus 105 against the Miami Heat. Best bet for Skee Profit. Wham, best bet.
Yeah, man. Let's go. You know I got the hoodie on for a reason. We're gonna go with the Suns, bro. -2.5. I think it's not gonna be a turnover party, and the shots will be falling. So let me get the Suns, man, to make it a little light of them po' boys down there in NOLA.
There you go. Phoenix Suns against the New Orleans Pelicans. There it is for Wham with his best bet. And Dutch, freshest look.
Yeah, man. Hey, freshest look, we're going to the Windy City, man. Hey, and the shit might not be pretty. Hey, but we running out that bitch with a W. Believe it. Chicago Bulls +3. That's good money.
There it is, Chicago against Milwaukee. That's plus 2.5, +3 against
Take
Milwaukee.
the money line, man. They winning this motherfucker, bro.
All right, we'll go with that. Money line
Fear
plus
the deer,
125.
not tonight, man. Fuck the
Bulls.
deer tonight. Yeah.
To take the lead in the series if they get it done. Bulls plus 125. Best freshest look for Dutch. My best bet, same as our Wham. Phoenix Suns money line -140. I think they get right tonight. Clean up what they did wrong in game 2. Don't turn it over as much. First game without Booker. Everyone steps up. The entire Suns team. I just think they make an impact tonight and collectively get this one done and take the lead in the series. Phoenix -140 against New Orleans for my best bet for this Friday NBA Pub Hub show. And that'll wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Hit the like button on the way out. Another great week of shows, but we'll be back on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Weekend editions of the NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. For Dutch, for Wham, for Skee, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll see you again tomorrow on Saturday for a weekend edition of the NBA Pub Hub playoff edition right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
You're muted,
Yeah,
bro.
man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all enjoy the fucking weekend. We'll see you, I guess, in the motherfucking morning. But yeah, man, stay fresh, stay blessed, and stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.